got a couple of years of doing this show under your belt.
Yeah, about 32 of them. So, yeah.
Wow.
Spent a lot of Saturdays on the air. A lot of Saturdays. Hey, folks, listen, we had touched on this a little bit earlier, but I just wanted to kind of go ahead and bring it up again because it has proven to be a public enemy number one type of situation. It's the Dodge, Chryslers, and the Jeeps, and the Ram pickup trucks even, with the 3.6 Pentastar engine in them. Now, the vehicles I'm going to mention here are the ones that you need to be concerned with if you own one of these. The Chrysler Pacifica minivans, Chrysler Voyager minivans, Chrysler 300s, Dodge Challengers, Dodge Chargers, Dodge Durangos, Jeep Gladiators, Jeep Grand Cherokees, Jeep Wranglers, Ram 1500s, Ram 1500 Classics, Ram ProMaster vans, and of course Ram ProMaster van conversions that are kind of like motorhomes. On these engines, these are all ones with a 3.6 V6 engine in it. On these engines, there's really no direct lubrication for the roller rocker arms, and the result is usually within 100,000 miles or less, the needle bearings in the roller rocker arms fail and allow the rollers to start making a clicking noise. And if not addressed immediately, the rollers will allow the rocker arm to rotate to one side and depress the valve spring retainer instead of the valve. And when this happens, it allows the keepers that retain the valve and the valve spring to dislodge, and the valve will slide down into the cylinder and make piston contact. And at this point, it'll require an engine replacement. If we get these engines when this first starts happening and they first start making the ticking noise, we can usually save them by replacing the rocker arms. And to prevent the problem in the future, we highly recommend for that consumer to start using the Amsoil Signature Series 0W30 engine oil instead of the recommended 0W20 oils, especially just the bulk oils that Dodge and Chrysler and Jeep recommend. The Amsoil synthetic, you got to remember, it runs to and stays with heat and friction. So if you've got a part like these roller rockers that are not getting intentional lubrication, well, you need something that's going to seek out the heat and friction and stay with it. And see, that's why the Amsoil works in this situation, to help prolong this problem or prevent it from happening in the first place. Amsoil works a little different. You got to remember, instead of it getting hot and thin and running away from heat, it works backwards to, of 99% of the oils on the market today. So that, like I said, even if an engine has a shortcoming, and even if it's a problem motor, that we see a lot of and do a lot of repairs on, the Amsoil usually prevents you from ever seeing these problems. Engines that are common to sludge up internally, you run Amsoil in them, you know what? We don't see those come in as a problem. The ones we see come in as a problem is where they're using some other type of oil, something other than a polyalpha-olefin synthetic. And a PAO synthetic, you can look this up, you can search it, you can read up on it online. Most of what you're going to find when it comes to polyalpha-olefin lubrication is jet turbine, commercial jets, that sort of thing. That's what uses these types of oils. They are superior to anything that they sell at a parts store to put in your engine. It's just the difference between a possibility of 1,000,000 mile versus usually, in a case of a 3.6 Pentastar motor, maybe 80,000 mile. That's probably the life expectancy of these engines because of the problems that they have. But when you can overcome inherent problems with an engine just by using a better lubricant, it's just stunning. I'm very passionate about the industry. I've been in it for all my life. And when you see something like this that can be prevented, I try to stress that and educate you folks on the weekends, just so it's a problem that, trust me, if you run Amsoil on your engine, it's not going to benefit me one iota. If you don't, maybe I'm lucky enough to put a new motor in it for you. You see, so I'm not really here to gain anything from telling you the truth and hoping that you take the advice and prevent you from having a major $12,000 expense just by changing the type of oil that you're using. So let's keep our fingers crossed, and some folks will heed my warning. I hope so.
Here. For automotive information, maybe you got automotive questions on cars, trucks, vans, SUVs. Maybe you're thinking about maybe purchasing a used vehicle, and maybe you just want my opinion. Tune in to the Magic Mechanic radio show every Saturday, 3 to 5 p.m. on WDBO.com. Also, tune in to our Magic Mechanic YouTube channel, and don't forget to subscribe. And we'll all get together, maybe fix a few cars while we're at it.